The MMA Roadshow rolls on, and we are now in Singapore for UFC Fight Night 111, where former UFC Women's Bantamweight champion Holm takes on former title challenger Bethe Correia. We're just getting settled in here in Singapore, traveling some 5,200 miles from Auckland, New Zealand for UFC Fight Night 110, where Kiwi-born slugger Mark Hunt picked up a fourth-round TKO of Derek Lewis in the main event. Afterward, Hunt, who had teased retirement, said he actually wants to fight out the final 3 bouts on his UFC contract.
I love to get beat up. Shucks, there's nothing else I'm good at. I got a couple more fights I want to finish my contract, and that's it. So, why not see the contract out and then retire?
New Zealand fighters Dan Hooker and Luke Jumeau also picked up big wins, giving the Auckland crowd plenty to cheer about. The Hangman says it's just the beginning for the Island Nation.
We're just the tip of the iceberg, to be honest. Like me, Luke, both homegrown guys. We came up fighting on the same shows first time, but it's really just the tip of the iceberg. There's guys that are really ready for UFC right now. Now the UFC shifts its attention to Singapore for the first time since January 2014. The iconic Marina Bay Sands hosts the fighters, with the action taking place at the nearby Singapore Indoor Stadium. Other key fights on the card include Andre Arlovski versus Marcin Tybura, Colby Covington versus Dong Hyun Kim, and Rafael dos Anjos versus Tarek Saffiedine. But the key fight will certainly be Holm versus Correia. The preacher's daughter has lost 3 straight since her historic knockout of Ronda Rousey and desperately needs to get things going in the right direction. Meanwhile, Correia has won just 1 of her past 4 bouts and wants to prove she's still a contender at 135 pounds. It all goes down this Saturday night in Singapore. That's early Saturday morning back in the United States. It will all stream live on UFC Fight Pass, and of course, we will have full coverage all week long at MMA Junkie.